What's going on, guys? This is Alec here and welcome to the first episode of a new series I'm going to be doing on my channel called Is He Worth It? Basically, the premise of the series is if a new SBC comes out or new daily objectives come out or even just the milestone objectives come out that has a new player in, I'm going to go and do that player, do the SBC, do the daily objectives, get him, put him into a team and then use them either in the weekend league or in Division 1. I've got a nice little graphic at the end of the video to summarise things up and to basically say whether or not I think you should do it. And I'm going to show you highlights in between that as to whether or not you should use them as sort of like a player to use in your squad or just to use them as sort of SBC fodder. Okay, so these are the objectives that you need to do in order to do it. Obviously, you can see all these yourself. They're on your PlayStation or Xbox for you to see. It's assist 4 goals with through balls using forwards. I don't need to tell you. I'll just show you them. I'll go through them. It took me about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get through, and I'd imagine it'll be the same for you. This is the most annoying one, the 13 games using Bundesliga players scoring. I mean, it's the type of one you can just score one and put your controller down and not have to play the rest of it. Elastic band method. Or, you know, if you just leave games where they score first, it just kind of reduces the time. But yeah, it all depends on who you come up against and whether they do the back out after 1 goal method. So this is the team I'm going to be using him in. Just a quick little fun team that I made up. I'll show you how it plays in game as well if I go to custom tactics over to here. He's going to play up top with Mo Salah on the right hand side. And in terms of chemistry style, if we take a deeper look into his card, like he definitely doesn't need any more shooting, but you could probably give him a boost on pace. And as he's up top in a two striker formation, I'd probably chuck a pass in on there as well. So I'm going to go with a catalyst. And there we go, his pace gets a lovely boost there, sprint speed goes up to 99 and his passing gets a really decent boost as well then. Okay, so let's get into that gameplay, let's see the highlights, let's have a look what Klaas Huntelaar is all about. In the background, all you're going to be seeing is some goals, some areas where he could have done better, some assists, some bits of link-up play. That particular example but there couldn't get away from Raphael Varane. But bear in mind, I have put a lot of good stuff in here and I did clip out a lot of the bad stuff, so just bear that in mind when you are watching all of these. So with that, let's start off with the pros, because there were a few, and number one, the pro is finishing. It was 99 finishing, like it was always going to be very, very good. And I think you pair that up with the 5-star weak foot, and it just leaves a very, very good striker that the majority of the time, 99 times out of 100, he is going to put that ball in the back of the net when he gets a chance. I think you'll see in a chance here or there where, I think it's this one here actually, he misses. I probably should have passed that, and I probably would have in normal circumstances. It's just I'm doing a player review on him. I thought I may as well go for that goal. But his finishing is definitely a pro. Like, I didn't seem to have an issue with that at all. And the 5-star weak foot, you'll see from these clips, the 5-star weak foot is not a lie. He's definitely got 5-star weak foot as he scores a goal with his weak foot there. And another thing I really liked about him as well is his physicality, and it's not something I expected to really see with the amount of good cards. Like this clip here just sums it up. Really good to aim for off a goal kick if you like that type of thing. He wins the header, aims it nicely down to his strike partner, and we get a goal resulting of it. And this shot here, just another example of that 5-star. How good a goal is that, by the way? It's probably something I didn't do enough with him, is take some sort of Hail Mary shots unless I was proper winning. But again, on his left foot, it was just no problem. I didn't even flinch when I had to use his left foot because I just knew that it was more than likely going in the back of the net. But let's get on to his cons, because obviously there are going to be a few with this card. And the first one, that pace, that 87 pace is the biggest lie on foot to date. Now, obviously he's decent and you can see him burst, he looks fairly decent, but as you've seen in clips earlier, he's got 5 more pace than Varane. And I know Varane is one of the most annoying defenders on the game, but I just didn't see that pace, that 87 pace, and he felt so sluggish and so clunky, and not even just in his turns and his pace. Even though he looks decent from some of the clips here, the agility was a massive issue for me. And like I said, it wasn't just in the turns and stuff and the way, but it was just the way he was passing and even shooting. When you get a chance with Mbappe and Neymar, you can just take that shot straight away and you'll get the shot off. But with him, he just seemed to take so long with sort of winding his leg back to take the shot and then actually taking the shot. Defenders were closing him down. He just seemed to be really, really slow in them areas. And the biggest downfall for me is his lack of skills. 3-star skills just isn't good enough for me, especially in the striker positions. I need someone with at least 4. So, as you can see with the graphic on your screen, here's the overall ratings. I've given him a 5 rating out of 10, an overall rating of 5.5. That 0.5 is just given because he's a free card and you can get him done for free. As you can see, the time or price taken to do, 2.5 hours. It took me 2.5 hours. It all depends on the people you come up against, really. So that just leaves me on to the final call. Should you guys do him? And the short answer is no. But the long answer is sort of, if you've got time and, you know, you play FIFA a lot and you just play to play and you don't mind the friendly games that you need to do to complete some of these objectives, then go for him, to be honest. Do him. Like, the reason I put no is he's not worth doing in terms of putting in your team. But this guy's going straight in an SBC for me, which is a massive shame, by the way, because this Fat Birthday card is a really good looking card. I really like the design on it. But like I said, he's not usable for me in FUT Champs. And I was in my first half of games. And usually they're the games that are a lot easier for you in FUT Champs, but I did the Olivier Giroud objective the other day, and that is far more fun to use than this Huntelaar card. So like I said, he's 90 rated, he'll be going into an SBC for me, but if you don't really have the time and were wondering whether to do him or not, even if you're like an Ajax fan and you want to do a past and present, there's probably better options out there for you. Maybe if you're a Schalke fan and you want to do him, you go for it, but yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed doing these, and these sort of work off your feedback. So the main question now is, who do you want to see me do next? Whether it's a daily objective or an SBC, I'll do it and let you know whether I think you should do it. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time, and peace.